So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can hear, we are back. We are back after 2 weeks off for the holidays. It's really good to be back, folks. This is our very first show of 2014. So, Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all had a great holiday season, a happy and progressive new year. We had a good holiday, a really good one. My wife, Kate, or the Kate, as many of you know her, we actually went to my hometown of Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, the happiest place on earth, the winter destination. Ladies and gentlemen, you have not lived, you have not breathed until you have spent winter in Omaha. There is no place in the world better to be when it's negative 10 degrees out than Omaha, Nebraska. Well, anyway, folks, we went to Omaha to see my family, which is technically my wife's family now too. My poor wife. But no, it was a good trip, though. It was a good trip. The relatives were mostly well behaved. No one got too drunk. No one got too surly. Regular listeners will remember how I have talked a little bit about the TSA before, the supposed airport security before, the TSA, and how I believe that the TSA at airports is a ridiculous joke. Well, you might remember me talking about how one time, after going through the naked blue scanner machine, after going through that, how a TSA guard, demanded to actually pat me down because he said, quote, and this is a quote, that those machines can't see through cargo shorts. He actually said that, folks. This is an actual TSA guard said that the X-ray machines can't see through cargo shorts. Nobody tell Al-Qaeda. Don't want Al-Qaeda to know that. I also complained not that long ago about the program where the TSA actually initiated recently, where if you pay $85 to a TSA contractor, you actually then don't have to take off your shoes or take your laptop out of your bag when going through security. Because honestly, I'm sure no terrorist can afford $85. No terrorist has $85. Well, folks, I regret to inform you on my latest travels, I had yet another incident of frustration and infuriation with the TSA. It's not bad. It's not that bad. I don't think I'm going to be going on a no-fly list or anything like that. Maybe I will if someone from the TSA listens to this rant, but it wasn't that bad. But it's just another example, folks, of how the whole security industrial complex is a sham. It's a bloody sham. So when we're in Omaha, whenever we're in Omaha around the holidays, traditionally on Christmas Eve, what happens is we get together with the aunts and the uncles and the cousins on my mom's side of the family. On Christmas Day in the afternoon, we see my dad's side of the family. That's just how we do it back in Omaha with my family. So anyway, on Christmas Eve, we're with my family on my mom's side, and recently, the last couple of years, someone in the family actually started a white elephant gift exchange. It's also called a Yankee swap in certain areas of the country. So if you don't know what a white elephant or a Yankee swap gift exchange is, what essentially happens is everyone who comes to a holiday party brings a crappy gift. Wrapped. It has to be wrapped here. Everyone who comes to the party has to bring some crappy, some cheesy holiday gift. And then what happens is everyone draws a number, and then one by one, when your number is called, you can choose any gift to open, or you can choose to steal a gift that's already been opened. The true meaning of Christmas, stealing from your loved ones and giving them pointless crap. That's what Christmas is all about, am I right? So anyway, it's usually actually funny. It's usually pretty fun, relatives, swapping some weird gift from each other. It's all good and fun. And it's gotten to the point where family members on my mom's side now try to up each other by bringing the cheesiest, crappiest gifts they can find. Just the most ridiculous junk that they can find. So this Christmas Eve, with some maneuvering and then stealing from my cousin Jason, my wife, the Kate, was actually able to get and keep a little box with a tiny pair of these little tiny cheese spreaders. Okay, so they're about maybe 3.5 inches long. One has a ceramic Christmas tree, the other a red ceramic cardinal, and then with about a 2-inch oval stainless steel blade at the end that you can use to spread cheese or hummus or something like that. So you get what I'm saying? So we got these 2 cheese spreaders. After we got them and we were able to win the white elephant and we got to take them home, we started to worry going back to my parents' house because we realized that heading back to Boston, we actually weren't planning on checking our bags because we're flying United and they want to squeeze every damn penny they can out of us, and they charge like $25 to check a bag, and we weren't planning on doing that. And so we're looking at each other and we're like, security, the TSA actually might not let these 2 cheese spreaders through, and we're starting to worry. What are we going to do? We're not going to get these cheese spreaders home. So I take the cheese spreaders out and I look at them a little bit closer, right? And then I realize that while they are stainless steel and they do in fact look like a rounded knife, they actually in reality weren't sharp at all. There was no serration. They were duller and a little and even thicker than a butter knife. They weren't even anywhere near a butter knife. They were dull. You couldn't cut anything. There was no way you can cut anything through anything at all with these spreaders, even though they appeared to be a small curved knife. So we look at each other and we're like, well, there's no chance in hell that we're going to check our bag and spend $25 just to get these 2 crappy little cheese spreaders all the way back to Boston. We figure, all right, what we're going to do, we'll take them through security. They'll look at them. We'll try to explain, hey, look, they're not actually sharp. You couldn't cut anything with these things. And if they let us through, great. If not, TSA takes them. Maybe they'll use them in the TSA lounge, something like that, right? So we decided to take the risk and try to talk the TSA agents into letting us keep these 2 ridiculous cheese spreaders. So we're leaving Omaha, and we're at the airport, and we're in the security line waiting to go through the screening. So I figure at that point, look, TSA, the security, they're going to flag this thing. So what I should do, I might as well take out the box with the knives, and it's a clear box, so you can actually see through it. It has like a little plastic screen on it. So I might as well take out the spreaders and put them in one of the plastic bins so they can get a good look at it instead of having to go and dig through the bags and stuff like that, right? So I take it out and I put it in a bin and I put my bags on the conveyor belt and it all goes through, and then I walk through the scanner, I go back to the belt, and I'm waiting for the agent to come over and look at these potential weapons, and then nothing happens. The spreaders come out of the conveyor belt. My bag comes out of the conveyor belt. And no TSA agent even comes over to look at the bloody things. And I'm standing there and I'm like looking around just waiting for someone. I mean, surely someone will want to examine this. These clearly do look like knives, albeit knives with a little Christmas tree and a little cardinal at the end of them, but they look like knives. They're made of the same metal as knives. They're stainless steel. They aren't sharp, but the bloody TSA doesn't know they're not sharp. What if my wife had a sharpening block in her carry-on bag? It could happen. It would be pretty damn easy to sharpen these spreaders into a dangerous weapon. A small and adorable weapon, but a weapon nonetheless. But nothing. No agent, no nothing. I swear to God, I almost yelled out, "Do you not see what I just got through security?" Waving the thing in the air. I didn't do that because I didn't feel like getting arrested. But the point here is, again, the thing I started out with, it's a joke. Airline security is a bloody joke. It's not making us safer. It's just an excuse to pay some contractor billions of dollars to develop some new X-ray machine that doesn't bloody work. Hell, what I should have done, I should have just put the cheese spreaders in the pockets of cargo shorts and skipped this whole ridiculous fake security charade. On a side note, though, the cheese spreaders, you'll be happy to know, the cheese spreaders work great. We'll be right back.